Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Mom Kid ProCos, where we talk about the pros and the cons of parenting and the benefits and returns we get from them. I want to say encouraging hi to all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, babysitters, au pairs, nannies, and anyone else who lives and deals with kids on a regular basis. My name's Teresa, and I live with two awesome kids, an 8-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. They are smart, funny, creative, loud, messy, annoying. Anyway, let's get started. Pro. Your kid is super crafty and a born inventor of cool objects. He loves to build with Legos, cardboard, tape, tissue boxes, pretty much anything he can get his hands on. Lately, it's been Star Trek ships and sailboats, crossbows, catapults, paper money, and chicken laboratory building plans. Yeah, I said chicken laboratory building plans. For conducting chicken research. Anyway, let me explain. My son is very obsessed with two things right now: war and chickens. He's interested in historical nonfiction, and his favorite animals are chickens. He plays 2 computer games on a regular basis: Age of Empires and Star Trek Armada. I was recently informed that there is an ongoing conflict between cats and chickens. His older sister is the lead commander of the cats, and he's in charge of the chicken military. The cats will not win. And he has drawn extensive battle plans to prove it. The other day, he paid me in chicken beaks. What are chicken beaks, you ask? Paper chicken money. I got $50 50 beaks, for making his dinner of choice the other night. His sister got 20 chicken beaks for letting him play a computer game on her Chromebook. I don't know where we're going to use this poultry branded currency, but you know what? I'm going to put them in a safe place and pretend they're worth every ounce of the pen stroke applied to them. Okay, enough of the awesome. Now on to the con. My son has become the absent-minded professor at 8 years old. He forgets everything. He forgets to clean up his table after he's done eating. He leaves food in his lunchbox until it starts to smell. He constantly forgets books, toys, gloves, hats, socks, shoes, paper, outside in the yard, until it's either run over or it's damaged by the weather. He once lost his lunchbox for 3 weeks. His teacher eventually retrieved it from the bottom of the lost and found box, but we were both scratching our heads, wondering where did he put it for 3 weeks. I was this close to buying him a new one. Okay, you could chalk it up to him being an 8-year-old boy all you want, but I think it's because there's so much going on up in here that he can't remember much of anything else. Oh, and getting his attention while he's in concentration mode? Yeah, good luck with that. He might finally hear you after about the 3rd time you've yelled his name. Example. I say, put your books away in your room. 20 minutes later, the books are still there in the same spot, but now there's a full-scale drawing of a Klingon warship sitting on top of it. Did I mention he likes Star Trek? Yeah. So all these flighty quirks are super entertaining and also super irritating. But you want to know the biggest con of having a creatively gifted child? Project materials. Everywhere. Lego Star Trek Enterprises on the stairs. Egg carton sailboats in the middle of the kitchen floor. Popsicle sticks. In every room. And also on the porch, in the yard, on the stairs, in the chicken coop. Like, what? How did they get there? Oh, little pieces of tape stuck to his clothes in the laundry. Scissors and a conglomeration of pencils taped to popsicle sticks, taped to cardboard, taped to egg cartons, sitting in front of the laundry room door. Once, he asked me to buy him a box of toothpicks from the dollar store. I said, sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? I'll tell you what happened. His sister impaled her foot on a toothpick walking through the hallway one day because he decided to dump the whole box in the middle of the hallway. Okay, luckily it was fine. It wasn't too deep, but yikes. And that whole nightmare of stepping on Legos in the dark, me, all the time. And then there's the cat apartments and the chicken grocery stores. Those are also the norm around here. You know, the craziest part is I love the fact that my son is so creative and has so many ideas. I think it's great when he babbles on for half an hour or more about the specific dimensions of each creation and why he built it that way, even if I kind of stopped listening after about the first 5 minutes. The passion and the focus he gives to one item for sometimes hours is amazing, and the excitement he shows when he's learned something new and he can't wait to tell you all in great detail. The confidence when he succeeds, and the courage to try again when he fails. Not to be corny, but I hope he never loses that sense of wonder. And I will always encourage that out-of-the-box thinking. So, pro, creative child. Con, messy house. What are your thoughts? Comment and share your creative child ProCos stories with me. And remember to embrace the good and the hard parts of parenting, and I hope you reap all the benefits.